The hunt for Malaysia Flight 370, well, it may need to reboot. Right now, the search zone is based on tricky math, calculations of satellite handshakes performed by the British satellite company Inmarsat. My next guest says fuzzy math could be a big problem here. With me is aviation analyst Jeff Wise, a science journalist. So, Jeff, I want to read your recent Slate.com article, something from a quote from there. It says, independent experts who have analyzed the report say that it is riddled with inconsistencies and that the data it presents to justify its conclusion appears to have been fudged. So how do you think the data was fudged, and how are calculations fuzzy math?
Well, this report was apparently generated by Inmarsat, given to the British authorities, and then handed over to the Malaysian authorities, who presented a report to the public and to the press. And in it, they said that the big question at the time was, did the plane go north, did the plane go south? They said that they developed this new kind of mathematical analysis that determined that it must more likely have gone to the south. They didn't say it had to have gone to the south, but it matched better the data to the south. Then the Malaysians held this famous 10 p.m. press conference on March 25th, you remember, which the Malaysian Prime Minister said, we regret to extend our condolences. It had to have been in the south. There's no place for it to land. Therefore, it had to wind up in the ocean. And so the implication clearly was, it's in the south. Your relatives are dead, which is really a remarkable thing to say. As he was saying this report was being issued, and it had all these charts and tables, and it seemed to really back up, it really seemed to justify this analysis. But when I presented it to a whole bunch of different experts, they looked at it and said, we can't really make sense of this. It doesn't really add up. The chart that supposedly shows the data matching the south better than the north doesn't really match what they're saying at all.
All right, well then we're spending, I should say everyone, including Americans, we are, millions of dollars on this search, and have spent millions of dollars on this search effort. So, I mean, what's the best way to reboot here, even if you say with this fuzzy math? Because according to you and the experts you presented this to, we may not even be searching in the right place.
Well, indeed. Listen, we spent all month looking for these pings that the Australian Prime Minister said he was very confident that these pings came from the black box. Well, we finally got down to Bluefin 21, searched the whole area. There's no MH370 there. So the pings did not come from the black box. This is a huge... I mean,
you don't think it came from the black box? Because they're continuing to say that they believe that it came from the black box, and I'll have an audio expert I'll ask later.
Sure.
But you don't think it came from the black box?
Well, they took the best ping. They looked at a 6-mile radius, which is a very generous margin because the pings only can detect it for a mile, maybe 2, some people say. It wasn't in there. So something else must have created that best ping. What created the other pings? We don't know. Maybe it was the same thing as made this one. But this one did not come from the black box. After all, this is, I think, a very big development in this story. The plane's not there. The authorities' word that they gave us appears not to be worth much.
Jeff Wise, thank you. Appreciate you.